Hi everybody, my name is Meredith. I'm a writer and an avid reader. Christmas is coming up. I am here to help you out if you don't know what to ask for yourself or you don't know what to get the people in your life who are readers and writers. So first I'm going to do gifts for readers and then I'm going to do gifts for writers because although these groups overlap quite a bit, a lot of times they have specific needs. There's three tiers of gift giving, right? There's the low effort. There's the I know that you're a reader or a writer, and so I wanted to get you something thoughtful that actually speaks to what you enjoy and love, but I don't know you well enough to like really go beyond that. There's then the high effort gift tier. High effort requires a sacrifice of time or investigation skills to really figure out what this person wants. And then there's the extreme, which is a little bit outlandish and maybe only for best friend level gift giving. By the way, none of these are sponsored. I just thought this was a fun idea. Okay, let's jump into gift giving for readers. Okay, first of all, we have the Booklight. I've used this so many times. This is such a cheap gift on Amazon. It's like $10. You do not need to go all out for this to be a meaningful present because it means that you know that they love reading, they want to stay up late at night reading and not bother the people around them. So this is a great present. Okay, next is annotation supplies. A lot of readers love to annotate, some do not. I know a reader who is anti-annotation, and that's okay. A lot of readers these days love these. They're incredibly cheap, they're so cute, and they improve the reading experience, in my opinion, by a lot. I get very, very excited to annotate these days. Don't forget annotation pens and highlighters in this mix, still very cheap. Okay, the blanket hoodie, the comfort item, the blanket, the beanbag chair, whatever you want to give a reader that is like insanely comfortable so that they can completely be absorbed into the world of their story and stop thinking about any type of discomfort because there is no discomfort. That is what you want to get a reader. The super comfy ultra blanket, the weighted blanket, all of those types of things are amazing for readers. Okay, a physical book tracker. So the idea behind a physical book tracker, because we all know that Goodreads is there for us, even though it has like a weird interface. We're all logging our books there, we're all doing our Goodreads challenges, but a physical book tracker that they can keep on their shelf as a record of all the books that they've read in their life or adult life, it allows them to actually express their true thoughts without having to share those thoughts with anybody. And so if they're a little bit shy about what they think or they have controversial opinions, they can really put those in there and truly be brought back to what this book actually meant to them without pressure of what anybody else thinks. It's just like a private book journal, and I think that that has merit over a public book journal. Okay, let's move into the high effort reading gifts. Okay, books. So if a person really likes books, you can get them some books. Now here's the trick. What you can do is find out the books that they don't have, that they were like, you know what, that's my limit. I really want it, but I've already spent too much money. I just can't get it. I can't do it. Find that book, whatever that is, that's just past what they think that they can really afford spending on books, and buy that for them. Just listen up, keep your ears open. A bookstore gift card, but not just a bookstore gift card. You take this person out to a bookstore, you let that person roam through the shelves, talk about what they love, what books they've read, what books they want to read, why they want to read them, what reading means to them, like how this has changed their life. I don't know, you don't have to get that deep with it, but just take them out to a bookstore, and then you have a prepaid gift card so that they don't have to feel bad about choosing a more expensive book. No, it's prepaid. You've already said, I'm covering this much. You spend this gift card on whatever your heart desires. It takes all the stress, all of the anxiety, all of the people pleasing out of it. That's the way to do it. Now, you can also take them on a coffee date. And so this is similar to the bookstore date, but a little bit different. So you take them to a coffee shop, you pay for their coffee, you sit them down in the comfiest spot in the room, and then you tell them you're going to sit there and you're going to read your book for 2 hours and we can get refreshments and more snacks as time goes on. But basically tell the person that they don't have an obligation to speak to you or entertain you, okay? You're going to be with them. You're going to be there, but not there. You're going to be mutually engaging in your two separate worlds and you're going to have the best time ever. Basically, take the expectation off of it and have a lovely time. For readers, get them bookshelves. They will always need more book space, especially for the new books that you're going to get them. So you can always just get them one of those, and also make sure that it goes in their house and they have space for it. Don't just throw a big piece of furniture at them, do a little research with that one. Okay, book merch and also bookmarks of their favorite characters. Okay, there's also really cute bookmarks. This is not in the high effort tier, actually. This is in like low effort tier. But like there's fun bookmarks that like mark the exact place where they are, or like really cute, like a butterfly opening. Like you can get so many really, really cute bookmarks. Now they'll probably lose them. So if you get multiple, that's better than just getting a single one. But if you get a really pretty single one, maybe they'll not lose it. I don't know. I use tissues, so I couldn't say. But if somebody got me a beautiful bookmark, I'd be like, thank you so much. Book merch and things that bring the characters that they love to life, that is such a special thing for a reader. And so if you get somebody this, they're going to really, really enjoy it and feel like their story is coming to life a little bit. The last one in high effort is Audible credits, because I don't know how to give Audible credits to somebody as a gift. It's confusing to me. So if you can figure that out, that's the high effort part. You've got to do that on your own. But if you can figure out how to give somebody Audible credits as a gift, then you can give them the gift of audiobooks. If that's their thing, make sure that they like audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I read probably 3 hours of an audiobook per day. Some people do love it, so this is a good gift for those people. Okay, let's go to the extreme tier. And I am so proud to own something in the extreme reader tier for gifts. Mistborn was my favorite book for a very, very long time. I don't know, maybe still is. Probably not, but maybe. Anyway, this was signed by Brandon Sanderson. I don't know how my friends got him to do this. I really don't know. I don't know if it was when he was less famous. It was a long time ago. I feel like he was still super famous at the time. So literally, they just like emailed whoever they had to email. And he says, "For Meredith, happy birthday." He spelled my name right. It's so sweet. I love it. Some authors aren't as nice as Brandon Sanderson, but you can certainly try. The point of this is to find their favorite book, not just any book, not just this book, their favorite book. Sign it by their favorite author. Yeah, you get the point. Okay, and the last one, this is the extreme of extremes. But if you're considering for a person who likes books, who's like obsessed with books and has been for a long time, you can phone their mom, ask their mom what book was so special to them that it started their love of reading. Like, what does she remember the kid being like just absolutely so into that they couldn't function when they finished this book? So then you ask their mom to send you a picture of them at the age that they were when they were in love with this book and the book that started it all. Put the picture in the book, wrap the book, give it to them. They might cry, they might not appreciate it, but it's an idea. And you can see why it's extreme because it involves their mother. Okay, and this one is like best friends, like serious best friends, okay? Or person you're in a relationship with, to be honest. There's two ways this can go. You can read their favorite book if you haven't read it before, and you can annotate it. You can just pour your thoughts out about what you think about their favorite book and try to see the magic that they saw in it, and you can give it to them. The other thing you can do is if you think that your favorite book they would like, you can annotate your favorite book, explain why it's your favorite book, why you think they would like it, bring out all the things that you love about it and give that to them. That's a little bit more iffy. I would love it if somebody gave this to me. So those are some ideas. Very, very personal presents for sure. So make sure you're giving it to the right person. Make sure it's the right audience for this kind of thing. Okay, those are presents for readers. So why I did readers first is because most writers are readers. So that is a more broad general audience. So if that's all you need, you don't have any writers in your life, you're not a writer yourself, then you can hop off, have fun, have a great time. But there may be some presents in the writer category that are also interesting. So you could stick around for that. But let's talk about writers now because I'm a writer and these presents are even more exciting to me than the book presents. Okay, we're going to go 3 tiers again. Low effort, high effort, extreme. Okay, first of all, we have pens. Writers literally are chronically running out of pens. It comes with the territory. So probably they don't have pens or they have pens they don't like or they don't have really high quality pens because they've lost all their high quality pens that they really love. So buy them a multi-pack. It could be annotation pens. It could be nice pens. It could be ballpoint pens. It could be fountain pens, okay? Just pens. Literally buy a writer a pack of pens. I tell you, they will just be scribbling in a notebook for the rest of the day. That brings me to my second one, notebooks. Okay, writers love notebooks. This is just a fact. Most writers like have an appreciation for pen and paper and thoughts and ideas and their handwriting. There's something expressive about that that's special, and writers know that. So you can buy notebooks even if this person writes everything on the computer. The key is to get an enticing enough notebook to actually get them to write in it. So that's your job. There's something very important to consider here, which is that there is 2 types of notebooks that every writer needs. Probably many, many, many types, but 2 main types. Number 1 is the versatile notebook, the notebook that they will actually write in, the notebook that they will open, they will scribble. The idea doesn't have to be perfect to write it in here. This is a notebook that gets used, loved. And then there's the second type of notebook. There is the gorgeous notebook, the notebook that takes them to a different place, but that they probably won't write in for a time to come until they find the perfect idea. It's not your job to figure out what's going to go in here, okay? That's their job. They will be challenged by the beauty of this notebook to find an idea that matches it. Or if they're a person who's well adjusted, they'll just write in it like a normal notebook. Not many of us are that way though. Okay, 2 types of notebooks. I feel like that's clear. Okay, the portable keyboard. This is amazing. I got this for Christmas last year. What this is for is taking with you to places where it's not appropriate to bring a laptop because that would seem rude and unsociable. And so you take this, it's so tiny. It fits in your backpack or your purse or whatever. This is the key to your story. This is the key to your dreams right here. And when you get bored, when you get anxious, when you need to just have some time alone in the middle of that party, you can just start typing some thoughts that you've been brainstorming and daydreaming while everybody else has been talking. This is the key. Okay, there's such a thing as the clickety-clackety keyboard, such as this one here that I'll put up on the screen. I don't know brands, I don't know names besides that. It makes a loud sound when you type. It's supposed to get you more words in. I don't have one of these. I don't have a desktop, so this wouldn't really be useful for me, but apparently it's all the rage. It looks super, super cute, very aesthetic. Make sure it goes with their color scheme. There's lots of different colors. Anything new that like they can actually interact with when they're writing is a very exciting thing. And there are very few things that are like that. So getting them this is helpful. Okay, coffee gift card. This is a no-brainer. If your writer friend or you as a writer like tea, then I don't know what to do for you besides a chai tea latte from, Starbucks. And I feel like that's not really what you're after. So I don't know what to do about that. But most writers are on the coffee grind. That was a pun. Okay, we're gonna cut that. So coffee gift cards, amazing. Coffee is writing fuel, and so you are helping them with their creativity. You're helping their book get written by donating your money to this cause. And so I think that this is actually a more special gift than you realize. The last low effort gift is writing craft books for a writer, because any of these will do. However, these first ones, these are the best ones. Now, you have to be very careful when you give a writer a writing craft book, because there's a little bit of walking on eggshells that you need to do, because you need to say, I know that you're a fantastic writer. I know that you know your stuff. I know that you probably have read all these and you know all the information. However, I would like to enrich you just a little bit if you don't happen to have this book, if you don't happen to know this information. And so writers will always appreciate this, but also just give them the benefit of the doubt and butter them up a little bit before you do. Okay, that was the last low effort. That might be a medium effort type of present. I'm going to be real with you here. But we're moving on into the high effort gifts for writers. First high effort gift is upgrade how they listen to music. Okay, for writers, music is so important. It's the emotional portal into their story world. And so if you can upgrade that portal, you make it clearer, give them a better way to get invested in their own daydream, and they'll love you. So this is high effort because it's going to take some research of what they already have and what would be an upgrade they would enjoy, because there's a lot of ways to listen to music, right? Some people like earbuds, some people like headphones, some people like, I don't know, a Bluetooth speaker or something. Again, this is just facilitating a writer being able to really invest themselves in what they love. And that's such a good thing to give. Okay, a typewriter. Every writer wants this. The only reason this is high effort is because it's a lot of money sometimes. But almost every writer that I know is like, oh, a typewriter would just be lovely. And it's because it feels old timey. You feel connected with like literary geniuses of a prior age, because a lot of us just work on digital, right? And so when you see your words printed out right in front of you, they have a new magic. That's what typewriters give to you, and it's just, there's something special about it. Writers want typewriters. Okay, another high effort present is to take something off their plate. You do it instead of them. To give them an entire afternoon or a day or a weekend to just focus on their book and write. They will love you for this. Okay, this is what they need. This is what they're craving. So if you can give somebody this, even in a small chunk, amazing. Okay, are you ready for the extreme level? Because the things I thought of are a little bit extreme, so we're gonna get into it. This is quite extreme. Okay, I call this the aesthetic desk setup. This must be like 1K plus. I don't know. This looks expensive. I don't understand it. I want it. It's gorgeous. I just feel like if you have this kind of atmosphere, you would like write literary masterpieces. So if you can at all approximate this or give somebody something that would help them to create this type of atmosphere, and you have to figure out like what atmosphere they want, right? They might want like a clean modern look. They might want a monochrome look. They might want like a deep nature look. They might want like a pink girly look. Find out what that is and like help them achieve this in some small way, or do the whole thing. Do the whole thing. Depends on how much you love them, I guess. Okay, the next one, commission art of their characters. Okay, this one is so extreme because you have to find a good artist who's actually going to represent their characters in the art style in which their characters appear in their head to them, right? So you don't want to get the art style wrong, and you need a great artist, because if they open up a present and they are looking at this artwork and they're like, I don't know who this is, that's going to be a problem and embarrassing for you. So make sure that you know exactly what their characters look like, how the writer envisions the character, and what art style. But basically anything to take that secret world and represent it in front of them as a surprise. Oh my goodness, your book world is so special to you and nobody understands that. But if somebody took a step into your book world and helped you to represent that in real life, in reality, it's just a level of care for that person that they just so would not expect. That's why it's in the extreme category. Okay, this one is a sacrifice of your time, which is why it's in the extreme category. Okay, so here's what you got to do. You got to set up a time for the writer friend in your life to brainstorm at you for like an hour, set a timer, and just be there. All attention, focus on them. This is why it's in the extreme category. This is just very, very difficult if you don't really know what they're talking about and their thoughts are all scattered. So here's the thing. You don't have to have the answers. You just have to be there. They could be talking at a wall, but because you're a person and you're looking at them and you're paying attention to them, they will feel so heard and validated that they're going to start generating better ideas and working through the problems. This may only work if the person is a verbal processor. And I just realized that I am like 100% on the verbal processor scale. If you have a nonverbal processor, maybe skip this one. And the final one, this is the most extreme of the extremes. This is only for very, very talented musicians or those with the power to find very, very talented musicians. Here it is. Either compose or commission a composition of music that represents their characters. So you can do a main theme that like represents the character's internal change journey, like emotionally through music. What would this sound like if their character had a musical theme that could play behind them, like in a movie or a video game or something, okay? And now here's the next level. If their character has a love interest, compose a song that has both the main theme of the main character and of the love interest separately at first. Then you have the themes intertwine into how the characters interact together, how they make each other better, how they challenge and change and flit and flirt around each other. And you can also do this with a main character and a villain, having those themes like interacting and countering each other and all that kind of stuff. Music is a gateway to writing and to feeling and emotion. And so if you harness that specifically for a writer, it's over. It's over in the way that you won Christmas, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's all I have. Those are my thoughts and ideas. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Also subscribe to see more bookish content and writing craft content from me. I hope you all are now filled with ideas for what to ask for yourself if you're a writer or reader, or what to get for the writers and readers in your lives. I hope this helped. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.